Okay, so let's unpack this. We've got a stack of sources today centered on a really influential 18th century Sephardic Kabbalist, Rabbi Shlomo ben David Molcho.
Right. And his major work, Shemen Zayit Zakh, which means pure olive oil.
Exactly. And the fascinating contradiction here, the question I have for you is this. What happens when a spiritual master, someone revered for holding these deep secrets of the universe, is also the active president of his community,
Well, that's the core of it, isn't it?
juggling finance, local politics, everything?
We're exploring the life of the man they called the Baal HaShemenim, the master of the oils. And his legacy is just so crucial because he connects that deep, hidden wisdom of Kabbalah with very tangible public service.
So where do we even start with a fester like that?
I think we have to start with his name, the name he carried.
Right. But the sources make a big deal of this. Molcho was born to this distinguished family in Salonika, and they intentionally preserved the name of the original rabbi, Shlomo Molcho.
The martyr?
The martyr, yeah, who was burned at the stake by the Inquisition way back in 1532.
So it wasn't just a name he inherited. It was a spiritual mission, a banner.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the 16th century martyr symbolized this tragic, concealment of faith, sacrifice, and death. Our 18th century Rabbi Molcho, through his life and his works, especially Shemen Zayit Zakh, he inherited a mandate to turn that legacy around.
So from tragic concealment to
public, spiritual strength, to revelation.
It's amazing. And for a man carrying such a heavy spiritual burden, the sources show he was incredibly practical. I mean, he wasn't some hermit hidden away.
Not at all.
He was a beloved poet, composing these beautiful sacred hymns, and at the same time, he was the community's president, the Nazi.
The Nazi, right. Managing global funds to support scholars living in the Holy Land.
He even, get this, bravely defended the community against local oppressors.
And that active public life, I think it actually fueled his profound spiritual work. It wasn't separate.
Which brings us to his book.
To his masterpiece, Shemen Zayit Zakh. It was published in 1779, and it's this incredibly rigorous commentary on the Lurianic system.
And the name pure olive oil. It symbolizes what exactly?
It's the clear, pure light of understanding that's pressed from the esoteric olives of Kabbalah, making the complex clear.
And this book was so significant that he eventually traveled to Jerusalem, right?
He did. Around 1780, he went to join the disciples of the great Rashash, Rabbi Shalom Sharabi, at Yeshivat Beit El. It really solidified his role as a synthesizer of all this mystical knowledge.
Okay, but what's the core mission of the book? It's not just another commentary.
No, it was a revolutionary act.
Yeah.
You have to understand, traditionally, Kabbalah was meant to be strictly concealed, hidden.
Right. Only for the initiated.
But Molcho argues explicitly that revealing this hidden wisdom in these generations leading up to the Mashiach, he says it's a great mitzvah and joy.
Wow. A joy to reveal it.
A joy. He believed that by shining this pure light into the public sphere, both through his book and his politics, he was actively accelerating redemption.
So, given how public he was making all this esoteric wisdom, how did his peers, how did the more traditional private scholars actually view him?
Oh, he was praised, unanimously. Praised for his mastery of both sides of the coin.
The revealed and the hidden.
Exactly. Rabbi Shlomo of Chem said he was mighty in the revealed Torah, and tenfold is his in the hidden. There was no question. His life just proved that deep mystical depth and leading your community through political strife weren't two different paths.
But a singular synthesis.
A singular essential synthesis of wisdom. He died in 1787 and was buried right there on the Mount of Olives near his teacher, the Rashash.
So we've really seen how Rabbi Shlomo Molcho served as this incredible synthesis, a bridge, really.
A bridge between generations, communities, and levels of Torah.
And his work, it moved this deeply concealed wisdom into clear, accessible light.
His whole commitment was to pave the way for a deeper, more revealed understanding of the world. To shine a light.
So we'll leave you with a final thought to mull over. If the radical revelation of complex knowledge is a catalyst for world improvement, what modern-day wisdom, maybe something currently obscured by jargon or complexity in your own field, do you think needs to be distilled and revealed to the public today?